out of red. It has less total durability, less stability, less fire damage reduction, and less physical damage reduction. Now, most of the enemies in this game do physical damage, so you probably don't want to use this shield. Or definitely the cracked round shield. But you can see it makes up for this with more lightning defense and more magic defense. So it varies. Alright, now you can see, remember, we rested our bonfire, so enemies respawn. To do this, just kind of walk out. You should make enough noise to bring this guy. Good place to practice parrying. And you can riposte basically instantly. Oh, you know what? I had forgotten to level up. Normally I save my souls for items later in the game, but since this is your guys' playthrough, let's level up. What do we want? You know what? Let's get some more endurance. I want to endure. Yeah, I didn't expect that would do anything. Alright, let's pull this guy. Didn't even pull the crossbow guy. Oh, another player phantom. Hi. Okay. Block through it. And we learned from our lesson last time, this guy takes 4 hits. Alright. Ow. You can see we got hit, but it didn't even bother us, really. Oh, another item drop. Now that flailing around that they do is kind of damaging, but it's also kind of not. It'll break our poise, I think, on the last hit. But we got hit with it back in the asylum, and it didn't do too much damage to us. No, just to make sure. Okay, good. I'm not muted. I would have raged. Spear guys! I just quickly parried this guy so we can have one of them alone. Plus, because I wasn't thinking. These guys are jerks. They're very slow. They like to hide behind their shield. And their spear can be hard to parry. But this was actually the first weapon I learned to parry, so let's try this. They usually back themselves into a corner. And when they start rotating, that's when they're going to attack. As long as you're locked on, your character can always parry them even if they're moving. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if I can tell you when to parry. Now. My hand keeps moving before. Whoops. Let's see if I can get a long distance parry. I've never parried them from long distance. That first one is a good example of a partial parry. You take, I think it's 3% of the damage from the attack, but then you only take, but then you don't get the parry, obviously. Would it be better just to block?
Well now, you seem to have your wits about you, hmm? Then you are a welcome customer. I trade for souls. Everything's for sale.
First merchant of the game, baby. So let's go down and get our orange sign soapstone. That'll allow us to leave messages. And we're good.
Thank you kindly.
Yep. Now let's keep exploring. Do. This guy. He's just an axe guy. Don't worry about him. If you want, you can hit him through the stuff, or let him break through and just kind of sit there. Oh, we got a battle axe. Time to compare weapons. Okay. You can see it does more damage, actually, than our broadsword does. And you can see... You know what, I haven't shown you this kind of stuff. Broadsword. It says parameter bonuses. C and C. What does this mean? Well, first of all, the hand means dexterity, and the muscle means strength. So the higher amount of strength you have, it'll scale okay with the amount of strength. So you'll start doing more damage at an okay level. And same thing with dexterity. The battle axe, however, scales D in dexterity, so this is better for a strength build, but you can see it requires more strength to wield it. So it seems like that's going to be our next thing to level up, right? And you can see here, don't worry about this, the physical, the minus 51, that's because we can't actually wield it yet, because we don't have 12 strength. However, and just to show you guys, insufficient strength to hold this weapon with one hand. Hold with both hands to use effectively. So you can see, kind of sad, isn't it? But then you couple it with both, and you attack fine. So let's use it a little bit. Okay. See these guys? Our poise doesn't care. Wow, one-shots them. This is an example of our poise being broken. It's nothing too bad, really. Alright, let's climb up this ladder. Okay. Bit of a longer recording session, but you know what? That's fine. I'm figuring I'm going to be getting a lot more longer sessions. Throwing knife. Very useful for long-range combat and for opening hidden passageways. Now, get a running start, and see that wood? Jump towards it. Do a jump towards it. And again, get up a full sprint, and then tap your run button. That's how you do that. And over here, light crossbow and some bolts. Good range weapon, scales with dexterity. Let's run over here. Ow, there goes our poise. But we one-shot these guys, so it doesn't matter. Ah, I thought he was gonna throw a firebomb. Okay. Then just to make sure this jerk doesn't follow us, let's do that. Okay. Let us continue forward. We're not gonna rest at the bonfire, there's no need. We've already killed all the enemies, and we don't... Oh, you know what? Yeah, we want to wield our battle axe with one hand, so let's do it. Okay. Level up our strength. Oh, kicking bodies around. Strength. And you can see that it takes morsels for us to level up each time. And now, with one hand, we can attack. Okay. One other thing about stamina that I'd forgotten to mention is that if your stamina depletes completely, just go away. It actually takes longer for it to regenerate if it completes completely. However, if you leave just a little bit left behind, it regenerates more quickly. Okay. Come on, dude. Probably didn't have to pull this guy, or those guys. Ah, well. Overhead is very good for the stairs because you can attack down the stairs, whereas you'd have to wait for these guys to be a lot closer before you can do that kind of attack. Now, before you cross, take note. Again, always look around. These guys are throwing firebombs, so you're going to have to time it. Well, maybe not the first guy, because he just hit a building. But, alright, let's wait for the next firebomb to be thrown. And now let's run. Be careful as soon as you enter this building. There's two guys with axes waiting here for you. So just remember to block, and we kill these guys in 2 hits. Now you have a sword guy. Oh, and you just got to witness a humanity absorption. Did you see that black cloud that flowed to us instead of souls when we killed that enemy? We still got the souls for him, don't worry. But that's called a humanity absorption. All enemies have a chance to drop humanity, just as a normal item. But all enemies also have a small chance to give you a humanity absorption. You can see we didn't use a humanity, but we have 2 here. Man, now we're getting items like crazy. It's all items that are basically worthless, though. Okay. Yay, I'm not muted. I keep checking it because I'm worried. Oh my gosh, so many drops. There is a storage system in this game. I don't like it from a lore standpoint, but otherwise, it's very useful. Okay. Black firebomb. More effective than a normal firebomb. You know what? Let's leave that there. I want to show it. Alright, so we switch using C to go to that. And we hit E, write a message. What should we say? Well, can't really see anything. Techniques. Lying in ambush ahead. Now, other players can see that and either be warned that there's a ambush ahead, or they can rate it up and say, you know what, that's a good hint. However, don't trust all hints that you see, because I've seen some hints that are just there to make your life miserable. For these guys with our knight armor, we can tank it all day long. So even if you get hit with a firebomb, just keep swinging. Otherwise, take out the fire. If you don't want to get hit because you want to conserve Estus flasks, just run around, hit the firebomb guy. Ow. Hit the firebomb guy once, or kill the firebomb guy in 2 hits. You might hit one of the guys and stagger him with the range on one of those hits. And then just turn, block, get out of there, let your stamina regen, and keep going. And kill them. Parry them if you have the ability. But, before we move on, there's an archer up here. What a jerk. Okay. Now, remember how I told you our gift was the master key? Well, here's our first use of it. Up in here, and there's no enemies here, don't worry about it. There's a chest. Most useful chest you're going to have early game. It contains something called gold pine resin. Basically, this adds an electric element to your attack. You might be saying, well, don't enemies block electric attacks? Well, yes, they can. But this is going to be useful for another reason. This part here, if you don't know how to parry, what I recommend you do is move up to about here. The first guy will be pulled, and then back up along here. He'll come, you can fight him one-on-one before this very slow spear guy gets up, and then go, then attack the spear guy, and once he's dead, this is an example of elevation messing with this, by the way, and then once the spear guy's dead, move down here and attack him. Don't go down there. We're gonna walk. By the way, I mapped walk to holding left control. That's not a nice person. He's very difficult. Now, there's a trap up ahead. See that barrel? That guy's going to kick it down and it's going to be on fire. So let's show what happens. Oh no! Great, we got hit. What's the worst thing that could really happen? We take another hit. Okay. We're kind of panicking. We use an Estus flask. And then we hit him and he's dead. Okay. Also, we can unlock this with the master key. But don't go down there. Another very tough enemy is down there. Okay. Let's see. Try rolling. It's true, you can break all barrels by rolling. You can also dodge that flaming barrel trap by rolling through it, but I don't know how to do it. Okay. In this barrel is a very important little creature. So what you want to do is you want to roll and do a... Okay, even if you don't do a dropping attack, just go up to him and swing. However, best case scenario... Oh, we just got Twinkling Titanite. Best case scenario, you do a dropping attack and you kill him. That guy is known as a Crystal Lizard, and he can drop very good items, including the very rare Twinkling Titanite, which will allow you to upgrade rare armor. Now notice, that fog gate didn't go away when we went through it. This is a boss fight. Don't worry, it's not too bad. I'm going to walk you through it. These two guys first need to be taken down. Lock on, and you can avoid their arrows. Or their bolts. Okay. Now, what do I recommend for this? Let's see, will this be enough? Yes. Take off your helmet and gloves so we have a mid-roll and a move medium speed. Now go to the gold pine resin and use it. Okay, wait. Now run as fast as you can back to this ladder. This guy is not nice early in the game, especially if you're a new player, but don't worry, you can beat him, you just have to focus. Okay. Now, we're up here, don't linger, he will jump up, do a dropping attack. That did a lot of damage, as you can see. Now, don't panic, just go up. We have the poise, just keep